All right, cell phones on silent, computers on silence. I think we're a go. Hey guys, it's Angela, and welcome back. Today, I've been thinking about this video for a while, and I wanted to do a seasonal series TBR. And what I kind of mean by that is I want to talk about the series that I hope to continue slash finish for the rest of the winter season for this video. And then I would hopefully plan to do a spring and a summer version of these because I find that sometimes as you get really excited about new books, at least for me, I kind of drop a lot of my other series that I'm still just as excited about, but I'll forget to put those requests in at the library or just make time for them. So I wanted to just collect my thoughts and use this as an accountability system and tell you guys what I'm planning to continue slash finish this winter season. And the first one I want to talk about is the Foundation Trilogy, which I think I'm posting my TBR video before this, so this shouldn't be a surprise. And that includes these 3 books. You've got Foundation, Foundation and Empire, and the Second Foundation. And this is the one that's on my February TBR. I read the first 2, like a year ago, is when I finished Foundation and Empire. And even though I've had all of these books on my shelf for years, I haven't picked up the last one yet. And that changes now. I would like to finish it because I have enjoyed its journey and I want to see the conclusion. So that's the first series that I'm hoping to wrap up this winter season. The next series that I'm hoping to wrap up is the Inheritance Trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. This is the second book in that series, which I really liked and just finished. The first one, this is one of those series where I'm not good at the names, but I will post a picture of all 3 books so you can see all of them and all their titles, and I also think the art is really pretty. But this series by N.K. Jemisin has been a weird ride for me. So I first found her through the Broken Earth trilogy, and that one is a more cohesive trilogy in terms of consistent characters and themes and the underlying plot. And so far, the first book and the second book are connected in the Inheritance trilogy, but they aren't really they have different main characters. And although it's the same world and book 2 does take place after book 1, it's not a continuation of that story arc in a traditional sense. And I've been enjoying that, and I really wasn't sure how I'd feel. So I'm really intrigued to see how this all wraps up, and I really love her writing style, so that is going to be finished as soon as I can get my hands on the 3rd book. So yeah, another one planned to finish in the winter season. And the next one that I plan to finish, because hopefully it's the last book I read in January if I can get my life together, and that is the Shades of Magic series, and this is the 3rd book, A Conjuring of Light, that I just picked up today. And this series is by V.E. Schwab, and you have 2 main characters, Kell and Delilah. Kell is from Red London, and Delilah is from Grey London. And in this universe, there are 4 Londons, 4 worlds. There's Grey London, Red London, White London, and Black London. And Kell has magic that allows him to travel between worlds. And Delilah, she is from a world that does not have magic, our version of London. Grey London is essentially our London. And so I started this series in the fall, I think. I just read the 2nd book in December. It was the last book I read of 2019. And I like this series. It's been a solid 4-star series so far, and I think the reason I haven't dived into this one yet, even though book 2 has an insane cliffhanger, is because I'm not as connected to the characters and the plot hasn't intrigued me that much, although each book has been building on that. So I liked book 2 more than book 1, and I'm hoping to like book 3 more than book 2, and it really is enjoyable. So it's definitely one that I didn't want to necessarily DNF the whole series, especially with 1 book left, even though I was only liking it. You have to, if it's a series for me in general, it's much easier for me to DNF a series if I'm not feeling it, unless there really is a drive to. So yeah, this one, hopefully by the end of the month, I will have more thoughts And we'll see. This is by far the largest one in the series. Like, it is much thicker, which I kind of knew based off V.E. Schwab's Instagram posts. But yeah, so this one, also hoping to finish. So those were the ones I'm hoping to finish. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I have one more, and that is Robert Bennett Jackson's. I think that's his name. I get the three confused, but it's his Divine Cities trilogy, and I really liked this one so far. It's like a 4.5, 5-star series for me so far. And this one is kind of like the Inheritance trilogy, where the books are connected in that they're in the same world, but each book has a different central character. And so that was a little weird for me, and also meant that I didn't need to dive into them right away each time. But I do want to finish it. I finished the second book over my Thanksgiving break, and I want to finish the last one, which is City of Miracles. And I'll put all three up over here so you can see that, because I also think this art's really pretty, but I tend to get these on ebook. So yeah, he's been a great author for me that I discovered last year through the Founders series. The first book is Foundry Side, if you're interested. And I want to wrap it up. It's been too long. I want to see what happens in this one, because I do really enjoy his writing style. So hopefully this season I can get to it and wrap it up. He's also one who's like always available at the library, and because he's always available, I never check him out because I like the wait. So that's why I'm making this list, so that I force myself to do this. And so now we're going to get into series that I hope to continue, but probably will not finish because it would be impossible. And the first one is The Witcher. I've read the first two short story compilations, which is where you're supposed to start. And I agree with everyone who suggests that, because it really builds characters. And I don't know, for me, I really enjoy these two books, especially when you read them and then you watch the TV show. I think the TV show really adds to it, because you get perspectives you don't get in these stories, since the stories are Geralt's perspective, The Witcher. And so Blood Elves is the first book, and I would have read it by now if my library had copies, but like many things, when they become popular, they become hard to get. But that's okay. So I patiently await that, but I want to continue that series. There are, I think, 5 more novels and 1 more short story out there for me to read for that one. And next up is The Wheel of Time. I have read the first 2 of this series, and my current plan for this one is just to read a book a season for it, maybe 2 books a season. So in the fall, I read The Great Hunt, and in the winter, I would like to read The Dragon Reborn at some point. So yeah, just kind of, I keep going with it. I don't want to rush it or binge it, because I think I could personally get burnt out on these series because of the writing style. So this is just me being like, okay, a book a season, you'll get done with it when you get done with it. Hopefully I'll keep ahead of the TV show, because I am really interested in watching that. And as I look at my cheat sheet, let's see. 2 potentials, and I'm putting these on because I have no idea if I'll continue them or not, but I'm technically starting them this season, and that is, it's called The Trader of Sun Cycle. So this is the first book of that I'm reading because of What Casts Red's book club. So that's the first book, so if I like this, I'll probably continue it. And also by Marissa Myers, this is the first book in her Renegade series. So if I enjoy this, I will plan on continuing that as well. And yeah, this is my winter series TBR. And yeah, I think I'm going to make these seasonal videos because I felt really satisfied making this list. And I think it'll help me not forget series that I really enjoy, but also still let me start new series. So yeah, that is my winter series TBR. Have a great day, guys. Bye.